From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Tuesday morning. Hope you all had a fantastic start to the new work week and to the new month. There is a chance that we could see some freezing rain in the Tri-Cities and Hermiston in the basin in general before 10 a.m. for this morning. Patchy areas of freezing fog for this morning. Looks like that's going to be much more widespread for tomorrow morning, and rain chances going to return and temperature is going to pick up for Thursday and beyond. So right now the fog is in the Kittitas Valley. It's spanning down into portions of the lower Columbia Basin. So far it hasn't developed in the Yakima Valley or in the Blue Foothills. We'll keep a close eye on things. Okay, First Alert radar showing these little showers, very light in nature, sweeping across the region. And you see, even for lower elevations, we're getting some blues and we're getting some pinks in the mix. So not only could we see a little bit of snow mixing in for this morning, but we're concerned about the potential for freezing rain. Whatever falls sticking to the surface. And you see we're right at freezing in Walla Walla in the Tri-Cities. We're below that in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. So we're going to be watching that very closely for this morning. Just know, as you head out on your morning commute, there could be some slick spots out there. Now, it does look like we'll trend drier into the afternoon, but again, for tonight into tomorrow morning, could see some more freezing fog. I'll talk about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
On Good Morning Northwest, signs, chants, and hundreds of educators on the picket line. Coming up, why Moses Lake teachers say they're striking and what it means for students today. Plus, a deadly stretch of highway is getting some new attention. Franklin County leaders are taking their concerns beyond the Tri-Cities all the way to the state capitol and Washington, D.C. Now this morning we'll explain what they're asking for and why they say they can't wait any longer. And Pasco leaders say the city is facing a multi-billion-dollar problem, and to fix it, everything's on the table. This morning, the new revenue ideas that they're floating and what it could mean for your taxes. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good Tuesday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us and joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott. Jessica has the morning off. This morning, school is canceled once again in Moses Lake as educators are on day 2 of their strike. After district and union leaders couldn't come to an agreement during contract negotiations, they decided to strike. And now Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz takes you to the picket line to see what educators are asking for.
Moses Lake educators have taken to the picket lines Monday morning in an effort to tell the district that they believe their contract is fair. Groff Elementary teacher Megan Cox says she got to Garden Height Elementary at 8 a.m., one of the sites where Moses Lake Educators Association members and their supporters spent the morning, marching with signs as passing cars honked and waved. Cox says her colleagues are striking to maintain their current contract, which has been at the bargaining table since the summer.
So that's what we're all out here for right now, is just to make sure that, that we're being respected and treated like the professionals we are. And last year with our financial crisis we gave up a lot to help out the district with our financial crisis. And we just want to make sure we get those things back.
Cox says that budget issues forced her to buy basic supplies for her classroom out of her own pocket, necessities such as paper and pencils. The budget strain is forcing the Moses Lake School District to have to be mindful about spending, causing proposed adjustments to the current contract. Superintendent Carol Lewis says the district's goal is to come to a fair but financially responsible solution, while keeping the impact on the district's 8,000 students as small as possible.
Our nutrition services department has just asked what employees may want to come in and help prep meals. And then at each of our elementary school sites, the meals will be served from 11 to 12 each day.
The district says it is not commenting on the negotiations at this time, but both parties are swapping proposals regularly. We reached out to the Educators Association president to learn how talks progressed Monday afternoon, but have not heard back as of this newscast. Reporting from Moses Lake, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
So the strike will continue for at least one more day. The district announcing that school again will be canceled today. They say students will be able to return as soon as an agreement is reached. Of course, we're keeping a close eye on things out of Moses Lake. Following up in Franklin County now, where leaders are escalating their call for help to fix what many now call one of the most dangerous corridors in the Tri-Cities. It's a deadly stretch of Highway 395 just north of Pasco, and it has seen 10 deaths in the recent years. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says Franklin County commissioners say they won't wait for another one to happen.
The intersection near Country Mercantile has become one of the most dangerous in the Tri-Cities, with fatal crash after fatal crash. Now, Franklin County commissioners are taking their concerns all the way to Olympia and Washington, D.C. They're sending a letter to state and federal leaders urging more patrols, safety funding, and a full traffic review of the corridor.
On behalf of the citizens of Franklin County, we are writing to express profound and urgent safety concerns regarding the deteriorating conditions and alarming rate of serious incidents on U.S. Route 395 near Pasco.
The most recent fatality happened Tuesday, claiming the life of Colorado's Councilman Perry Robitaille.
I've got lots of family that travel that road, and just shortly after it happened, my nephew told me that there was a fatality accident there, and I commented to our administrator that I said it's very likely that I'm going to know somebody that was in that accident.
From milepost 23 to 30, King City to Crestlock, Washington State Patrol says it has investigated 257 crashes. 10 were fatal, 80 caused injuries, including 9 serious ones. Drivers say they're tired of seeing the same intersection in the news.
The best thing that should have happened is when they were putting in that second lane, it should have been taken care of then. So now you've got that much more traffic, and people are used to using those intersections.
Commissioners say growth is outpacing the highway, creating dangerous mixes of semis, passenger cars, and farm equipment. Possible fixes include turn lane changes, frontage roads, and even future overpasses. We've reached out to WashDOT for the past 2 weeks and are still waiting on hearing a response. County leaders say they can't fix this alone and want multiple agencies at the table. They plan on holding a workshop to find out what can be done now and what can be done with state and federal dollars. Reporting in Pasco, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
And now commissioners say they want to work with the Port of Pasco and local law enforcement to look at quicker short-term safety options. We'll, of course, keep you updated as those conversations move forward. Be sure to tune in tonight to Apple Valley News Now at 5 and 6. Dan will be riding along with troopers as he patrols that section of 395. And staying in Pasco, as the city is working on a lot of different projects, one issue in particular is standing out. And Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with Pasco City Councilman Leo Perales about what the council is tackling now and the major challenges that they're preparing to head into for 2026.
The city of Pasco is currently facing more than a $10.5 million deficit, and council members are beginning early discussions about how to address it in the next budget cycle.
Pasco City Council is focused on many different issues. Leo Perales tells me that one of the biggest things that the City Council is working on heading into 2026 is balancing the budget as well as finding additional revenue sources for the city.
We're looking into perhaps putting the Transportation Benefit District on the ballot here in November, next November of 2026. We're looking to do a library annexation, so that would mean the citizens or the residents of the city of Pasco would pay a little bit more property taxes, and then we can shift that money to other services within our budget.
Perales says that while he doesn't represent the entire city council, he says the council is focused on public safety and pushing for further economic development across the city.
We want to see a dedicated traffic unit. There's a lot of people speeding. A lot of people are crashing. I mean, there was that fatality here yesterday that was outside the city, but this is happening everywhere. So we need to have a culture of public safety here in the city of Pasco. And so public safety, financial planning, long-term planning, we want to see a little bit more movement over on the economic development out there at Broadmoor. I want to see Trader Joe's.
He adds that if residents are asked to pay more in taxes or fees, they should see value in return. Perales says the city's financial struggles stem from decisions made over several years.
We employed 100 more or so people here in the city of Pasco that we really didn't budget for. So that was the biggest issue, and I think a lot of people didn't understand that a couple years ago during one of the last budget cycles, and now we're left holding the bag essentially. So we're having to find ways to find money to fund to either fund those positions or, like, as I alluded to earlier, maybe looking to start cutting stuff.
Perales says more difficult conversations are coming as the city debates how to stabilize its finances.
Those are the conversations we're going to have, and it's going to be very unpopular to many people in this building and outside this building, but we have to have these grown-up conversations. We have to have a self-sustaining government.
For now, Perales says the council's focus is on helping Pasco move forward. In Pasco, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And according to Perales, the council is expected to continue these discussions in early January. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, holiday deliveries are stacking up, but so are the case of porch pirates. Coming up after the break, we're going to explain the simple steps you can take to keep your gifts from disappearing before you even unwrap them. And give you that live look outside this morning from right here at our Apple Valley studios in Kennewick, talking about some possible slick conditions as you head out the door this morning. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert is going to break down your first alert forecast when we come back.
One thing everyone wants for their birthday is a cake from Nothing Bundt Cakes. Favorite flavors for every party. Birthdays are for Bundt Cakes, only at Nothing Bundt Cakes.
Not sure what to wrap this Christmas? Try wrapping a full day of fun. For just $30, give them the thrill of one day of unlimited carnival rides and an admission ticket to the 2026 Benton Franklin Fair, August 25th to 29th. Choose a youth package with a cuddly stuffed animal or an adult package tucked in a festive stocking. It's a deal too good to last. Find them now through Christmas Eve at Ranch and Home in Kennewick and Pasco. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. The 2026 Benton Franklin Fair. Give them a day they'll never forget.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Happy holidays from Queensgate Gardens. With family in town, it's time to decorate your tree. Visit Queensgate Gardens today to build your own Christmas ornaments. Tell Santa Claus what's on your list and create holiday memories that will last forever. For this season's holiday cheer, visit Queensgate Gardens.
In a town by the lake on a crisp winter night, holiday lights sparkle, a beautiful sight. A cruise to the North Pole, cocoa in hand, a feeling of joy throughout the land. Fireworks bursting the grand Christmas tree, rooms with treats for both you and me. One December, I just might proclaim, let's move Christmas to Coeur d'Alene.
One thing everyone wants for their birthday is a cake from Nothing Bundt Cakes. Favorite flavors for every party. Birthdays are for Bundt Cakes, only at Nothing Bundt Cakes.
Join us for a night of holiday fun and magic on Dancing with the Stars.
With special performances and unforgettable moments.
Happy holidays!
Dancing with the Stars, tonight on ABC and Disney+.
A ski area on the Idaho-Montana border. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Wanted to touch on road conditions real quick. First of all, I-84 Cabbage Hill, spots of ice. Traction tires are advised. The tollgate camera is down this morning. That's Oregon 204, but there's packed snow there. Traction tires are advised. And I want to take a quick look at current road conditions for lower elevations. You see areas of black ice in and around the Tri-Cities down towards Hermiston, and it looks like we're also dealing with the same thing down towards Pendleton, around Milton Freewater and Adena. So in these areas, you have to take it slow. Please take it slow out there for this morning. And you'll have to take it slow probably for tomorrow morning as well, but this time for a different reason. Now, there are some patchy areas of freezing fog for this morning, but it looks like the chances are going to be much better for tonight into tomorrow morning. So first, it looks like it's going to come back to the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, but then following suit into the lower Columbia Basin. And for the Blue Foothills, that main time frame is going to be 4 a.m. to 10 p.m., although it could hang on a little bit longer in the Kittitas Valley. Okay, now on to temperatures for today. Forecast highs, we're going to be in the 30s and 40s for lower elevations, and overnight lows pretty crisp once again, as we'll be down into the 20s. Pretty much all of us down into the 20s, but we will be warming things up Friday and beyond. High temperatures getting into the 50s. So here's what that's going to look like in the Tri-Cities, not just 50s, but like low to mid 50s, about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than normal by the time we get to this weekend. So that is going to be a nice change of pace, and those overnight lows going to follow suit as well. But back to this morning, the potential for freezing rain in addition to the ice that's already on the ground. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. 5:15, looking to your consumer news this morning. Holiday shopping, of course, is in full swing, and more packages are landing on doorsteps every day. And that also means more opportunities for thieves. Experts say a few quick precautions can make all the difference in keeping your delivery safe. This morning, Jen Sullivan explains how to protect your gifts this season.
It's the season of giving, but for wannabe thieves, December is the season of opportunity as packages pile up outside people's doors. That's why experts say it's important to take extra security steps so Grinches don't grab your gifts.
We want to make sure people are aware when their packages are arriving to their doorsteps.
Richard Rocha with Amazon says the vast majority of their packages arrive without issue. But to help raise awareness about package safety, Amazon is partnering with the National Sheriff's Association this year. Last year, at least 58 million packages were stolen, and roughly 25% of Americans have been a victim. It's a crime that causes billions of dollars in financial losses a year, and these types of crimes tend to go up during the holidays. So what can you do to protect your packages? If you're not going to be home, FedEx and UPS allow you to deliver your packages to a different address. Out of town, the U.S. Postal Service will hold your mail for up to 30 days. Amazon allows users to use lockers for up to 3 days.
We have more than 25,000 locations across the U.S. where people can choose to have their packages sent, including a Whole Foods or one of our hub lockers that are available.
You can also leave instructions with your Amazon delivery driver, like request to have packages delivered behind your home. So what should you do if your packages are stolen? Rocha says call Amazon customer service. And security experts say most retailers will send you a new item, but they are getting stricter. You should also file a police report. And while security cameras can help catch the thieves in the act, law enforcement recommends not engaging with the thief. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Experts also suggest using delivery windows to your advantage. Many retailers let you pick a narrower time frame, so choose a window when you or even a trusted neighbor is usually home. You can also create a drop spot, a simple weatherproof bin with a lock or latch marked deliveries, and that gives drivers a discreet place to hide your packages from Grinches who could be passing by. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert and a look at your forecast as we give you that live look outside from right here at our Apple Valley Studios in Kennewick. Little sheen on the roadways as you head out the door this morning. He's going to break down what we can expect not only today with possibility of some freezing rain, but also what the rest of the week is going to look like.
I've got 2 words for you. Jack Pack. All my faves for just $6 with your choice between 2 delicious sandwiches. My work here is done. Get my $6 Jack Pack or my munchies under $4.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
You're invited to our Christmas light show.
The future of healthcare is here at Prosser Memorial Health, home to Mako Smart Robotics for precise joint replacement. Prosser Memorial Health has added aquablation therapy for advanced prostate care. And now we're proud to be the first in Eastern Washington with the Da Vinci 5 surgical system, bringing world-class robotic surgery close to home, all inside our brand new state-of-the-art hospital built with you in mind. Prosser Memorial Health, the future of care, right here, right now. Learn more at prosserhealth.org.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
The Black Friday savings have been extended one final week at Walker's Furniture. Get huge store-wide savings and incredible clearance deals.
Plus, save up to $900 on top name brand mattress sets.
Upgrade your living room, refresh your dining space, or create the bedroom you've always wanted just in time for the holidays.
Or take home what you love today with no money down, no minimum purchase, 0 interest financing until 2030.
During the final days of Walker's Black Friday sale.
This is your home for Kraken hockey. Every goal.
He scores!
Every save.
What a stop!
Every game.
That's hockey, baby!
Watch us defend the deep.
Kraken, Oilers. Coverage begins at 6 Thursday on Apple Valley News Now.
You know you want a burger, so make it my Smash Jack. Rated the best burger in fast food. It's even got more beef than a Big Mac. Chin up, Ronald. Maybe you'll get a participation trophy. My Smash Jack combos are still on top.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We already have some icy roads out there, and we could have additional freezing rain before 10 a.m. this morning. So first, let's show you the synoptic setup. The reason why we're dealing with this is because of the impacts of this boundary, this cold front right here. So this is why we have moisture. This is why we have colder temperatures. And then you saw more active weather lined up in the Pacific. That'll be our problem for later in the week. But let's time out the rest of today with Futurecast. Really, we're going to focus on this morning. So you see through 8 a.m. some of that pink mixing in with the green, which means we could see a bit of a wintry mix for lower elevations. We could see freezing rain. But after 10 a.m., I'm thinking those chances go way down for lower elevations. We'll just see the last gasp of some additional snowfall for the Blue Mountains. And then 4 p.m., 5 p.m., we are dry across the entire map. Of course, you can see hour by hour rain and snow and freezing rain chances for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. And so first, okay, here's some of the rainfall and the liquid water totals we're expecting through 4 p.m. today, around a ½ inch for the Blues. Not much moisture to work with here, but we could have 2 to 4 inches of snowfall in addition to what's already on the ground, and that would be for Cabbage Hill and for Tollgate also through 4 p.m. this afternoon. And then the wet weather and the temperature is going to pick up for Thursday and beyond. So here's what that's going to look like in the Yakima Valley. About a 20% chance of rain on Thursday, but for now it looks like Friday is going to be the wettest day of this ordeal. And look at some of these rainfall totals we're expecting from 4 a.m. on Thursday to 4 a.m. next Tuesday. Around 4 inches of liquid water up in the Cascades, over an inch for the Blues. Of course, not nearly as much for lower elevations, but 0.2 to 0.6, that's a wide range, but if that verifies for the foothills, that would be beneficial. It doesn't look like the Tri-Cities or Hermiston are going to get that much, unfortunately, but that's all subject to change. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. The chance of freezing rain until 10 a.m. this morning, freezing fog tomorrow morning, then rain chances coming back Thursday. In Yakima, freezing fog Wednesday morning, the mini rain chances Thursday and beyond. In Ellensburg, wind gusts up to 20 miles per hour today, freezing fog tomorrow morning, then wetter and warmer is the trend after that. In Hermiston, the chance of freezing rain before 10 a.m. this morning as well, then the fog for tomorrow morning, and then turning wetter later in the week. And finally, for Walla Walla, rain likely for Tuesday, especially in the morning, a break for Wednesday, and then back to the action starting on Thursday.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Super Bowl pregame performers have been revealed. Animated favorites are hitting theaters. And Fraggle Rock returns just in time for the holidays. We've got the latest headlines from Hollywood coming up in your entertainment news right after the break.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get two.
The Tuesday Special at A&W.
Want your home or business to remain clean? Here to meet all your janitorial needs, R&S Janitorial Services. They have serviced the Valley for over 20 years, specialized in cleaning all offices and businesses to warehouses, commercial buildings, and more. R&S keeps the inside of your business or workplace clean and professional at all times. You keep doing what you do best and let R&S do the rest. Call R&S Janitorial Services at 509-840-7100 today.
Prosser Memorial Health orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist Dr. Tegan Goodell is now caring for patients at Prosser Orthopedic Center. Dr. Goodell brings his expertise in sports injuries and advanced arthroscopic procedures to the community, offering comprehensive care to athletes and active individuals throughout the region. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Goodell, call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Cle Elum offers something special in every season.
An absolute adventure. Every single day is different. It's that sense of community, I would say, that really drives us. It's why we want to live here. It's what we love the most about being here.
It's a really beautiful small town with mountains and everything you ever want to do or adventure.
There are a lot of great restaurants, a few wineries. There's a lot to do and see here. Cheers to Cle Elum.
Learn more at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello, Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
A ski area on the Idaho-Montana border. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
Welcome back. 5:26 from the Super Bowl stage to your favorite Fraggles. There's a lot happening in the world of entertainment.
This morning, we've got big names, big premieres, and even a pop icon celebrating a milestone birthday. With the latest in Hollywood, here's Melissa Dawn with the details.
Bad Bunny isn't going to be the only big-name musical act at the Super Bowl next year. The NFL has announced its slate of pregame performers. Charlie Puth will sing the national anthem. Brandi Carlile will perform America the Beautiful. And Coco Jones will give her rendition of Lift Every Voice and Sing. Kickoff for Super Bowl 60 is February 8th. Some super-powered animals are hitting the big screen in 2028. Paramount now says it's adding a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie to the calendar for that November. It'll be followed by a Sonic the Hedgehog spin-off movie, scheduled for that December.
Let's start the holidays!
I can't wait for the snow!
It's almost time to return to Fraggle Rock. The iconic puppet series from the Jim Henson Company is back with a new holiday special this week. The first snow of Fraggle Rock hits Apple TV this Friday.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
And happy birthday to Britney Spears, who is 44 today. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. Melissa Dawn, ABC News, Los Angeles.
I love all the little sneak peeks of Super Bowl stuff.
Yeah, it's within, we're almost about to get into playoff season, and it's like Super Bowl's kind of within our grasp now.
Yeah.
But seeing all the, I don't know, just seeing all the holiday media just lifts the spirits.
Yeah, I agree. I know. And happy birthday, Brittany.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. After more than a decade of talk, Grandview's new police station is finally moving forward. And this morning, we'll talk about the funding that made it possible and what's coming next for the department. Plus, while many of us are preparing for the holidays, one local group is making sure no senior feels forgotten. Coming up, the special project that's bringing smiles to hundreds in our area. We have those details straight ahead, but first, here are your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Shopify took a hit on Cyber Monday, the platform experiencing a major outage, knocking it offline during the height of the busy buying frenzy. Merchants were unable to fulfill transactions for several hours. It's unclear how many businesses were affected. Next, Netflix is no longer letting viewers cast content from a mobile device to most TVs and streaming devices. Many users prefer casting Netflix from their phones for easier navigation and control. Now they will have to use the remote that came with their device or TV. And just in time for the holidays, Microsoft is bringing back its collection of ugly sweaters. There is a green Xbox pullover for $59.95, the Artifact sweater filled with retro icons, and the third is a brown Zune sweater with a play button. Those last two priced just under $80. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Hannah Batal. Have a great day.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if doing the Georgia bark at my boss would be appropriate. Go, dogs!
Yeah. So we need to...
Sickle! And it's not. Checking Allstate first was smart. Barking at my boss, dumb. At least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds.
Hey, Bark Boy.
These guys are crazy.
250 years ago, a promise was made. How we deliver has changed, but our purpose hasn't. It's the peace of mind knowing your love arrives reliably and affordably. The United States Postal Service. Delivering since 1775.
It's Native.
Good gods, I love Native. Yo, we should give this to the mortals. You deserve Native deodorant. It's got 6 clean ingredients, and it smells divine. It's not a myth.
It's Native.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Tuesday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
Jessica has the morning off, and she is not missing much when it comes to the weather. It could be a little bit of a slick commute for people this morning.
It could be. We're already seeing some icy spots starting to pop up in and around the Tri-Cities and Hermiston into the foothills as well. So we'll go ahead and talk about that. And we could have additional freezing rain, so in addition to what's already on the ground, through 10 this morning. And then maybe tomorrow morning's commute could be a little bit dicey as well, as there's the chance that freezing fog could come back. We're already seeing some patches of fog this morning, and rain chances coming back, and temperatures going up, thankfully, for Thursday and beyond. Okay, the fog this morning mainly in the Kittitas Valley at Manassas Ridge and trying to stretch down into the lower Columbia Basin. That is not the biggest concern this morning. So here's part of the biggest concern, all right? We are seeing these little showers. Looks like this is now a rain-snow mix, if not completely snow in Walla Walla. But we could also see a little bit of freezing rain out there for this morning. And you see the temperatures right at freezing in Walla Walla, a little bit above that threshold in Pendleton. And we're below that for the lower Columbia Basin and for the valleys as well. You see these pink and blue spots? That's where our software is picking up on icy and snowy patches of roadway for this morning. So we're seeing that in Pendleton for not so much for Walla Walla, at least for now, but definitely in the Tri-Cities and Hermiston. So please take it slow in those areas. It looks like this will mostly transition to rain after 10 a.m. So for today, 30s and 40s, and of course those slick spots on the roadways for this morning. We'll have an update on past conditions coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. We begin this half hour of news in Grandview as change is on the horizon with a new police station planned to meet the needs of a growing community and to enhance public safety. For more than 15 years, the idea of a new police station in Grandview has been discussed but never realized. Now, thanks to a legislative grant funding, the city is moving forward with plans after purchasing about 4.5 acres of land on the west side of town, where much of the recent growth is happening. Grandview Police Chief Cal Fuller compares the police station to a home, much more than just a building, to officers who serve there.
Our current police department was originally built in 1938. So times have changed since then. Technology's changed, the requirements of officers has changed, and the current building is just hampering our ability to provide the best service to our community. We need a new building so that we can be more efficient in our jobs and help keep Grandview safer.
Now, with the land secured, the next step is an architectural study to determine the size and funding need, with hopes to have the new station operational in 2 to 3 years. And staying in Grandview, the city is set to have a splashing summer this upcoming year. The city will be getting a splash pad at Dykstra Park, known as the Mile Park. The city administrator says this project was started a few years ago and made a reality with setting aside some city savings for it and legislative funding. The new addition was also made a reality after listening to what people wanted in their city from a survey that was sent out.
People really expressed a need or a want for a splash pad for the little kids, kids that don't go into the pool or aren't, they don't swim yet, they're not old enough to be in there. Splash pads are very convenient for parents. You let your little kids go in, they can splash around. Parents can sit there and watch. You don't have to pay entry to get into the pool. It's free, and it's a great way to cool down in the summer.
So currently they're looking at securing a vendor for the splash pad. We'll keep you updated. 5:34 and making a difference this morning while many families around the area are getting ready to celebrate the holidays. One local organization is making sure seniors have a Merry Christmas too. Mid-Columbia Meals on Wheels is filling more than 375 holiday wish lists for homebound seniors this year. Volunteers collect donated items through Amazon wish lists and community drop-offs. They pack them into gift bags and then deliver them throughout December, often providing the only Christmas gift some of these seniors will receive.
And for some, that's the only Christmas present that they're going to get this year. So it really helps them feel extra special and, not forgotten about during this holiday season.
Deliveries are already underway, and Meals on Wheels says anyone wishing to help can still donate items online to make sure that every senior has something waiting for them on Christmas morning. 5:35 still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. A tough opening to the season and now a 4-game win streak. The Americans say something has clicked, and coming up, we'll explore just what it is. We're talking sports after the break.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Join us for a night of holiday fun and magic on Dancing with the Stars.
With special performances and unforgettable moments.
Happy holidays!
Dancing with the Stars, tonight on ABC and Disney+.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
This is Apple Valley Eats.
Ready to shake up your dining experience? Legends Casino Hotel has something for every taste. At Lucky Shots Coffee Bar, it's more than just coffee. Frothy lattes, bold espressos, hearty sandwiches, desserts, and more. Lucky Shots has a winning hand of flavors any time of the day. Join us for our full-service menu, or dive into our legendary buffet options, including our salad bar and a variety of desserts that will have you coming back for seconds. Explore the newly updated food court with so many choices to satisfy your craving. At Fortune's, savor a customized crab boil fit for a king, queen, or joker with all the extras. Try the crab boil with one of our specialty sauces, big enough to share, but don't be slow with your fork. This is good eating. Burger lovers, head to Legendary Burgers. Try the Mount Adams or go classic with fries and a Huckleberry shake. Craving pizza, pasta, and more? Creations has you covered. After that custom-made pizza pie, don't forget dessert. You just gotta try our house-made cannoli. For authentic Mexican-style cooking, Madre's Mexican Kitchen is a must. With fresh homemade tortillas and savory sauces, you will not be disappointed. Try our enchiladas, street tacos, or something new to you. Madre's is sure to bring it home. Whether you're here to dine or unwind, Legends Casino Hotel has a world of exciting flavors waiting for you. Bring your appetite, your friends and family, and let the culinary journey begin.
Sing in the magic of the season with CMA Country Christmas. Country music's brightest stars perform your favorite holiday songs.
Merry Christmas.
CMA Country Christmas, tonight on ABC.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're seeing spots of ice at Cabbage Hill and I-84. Traction tires are advised, and there are camera at Tollgate. Oregon 204 is down, but there is pack snow. Traction tires advised there. I'm just going to keep showing this graphic this morning because I think it's the most important thing. We're seeing areas of black ice. We're seeing areas of snow, and we're seeing that on our roadways in and around the Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Pendleton, less so for Walla Walla, but those temperatures there are getting pretty close to freezing. So just know in any of these areas, you have to take it slow this morning as the roadways could be a little bit slick. Also, another caveat to this morning's forecast, we're seeing some patches of fog. That would be freezing fog. It's going to be a little bit difficult to tell when it's going to lift for this morning, as we do have that storm system that continues to move through, so that always throws a wrench in the fog forecast. But for tonight, skies are going to be calmer, which means the fog forecast is going to be a little bit easier. So model consensus saying first it's going to arrive to the valleys for tonight. Then for tomorrow, 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. obviously is going to be the main time frame for fog, but it could last a little bit deeper into the morning in the Kittitas Valley. So for today, we're going to be in the 30s and 40s for lower elevations, and for tonight, we are going to be back down into the 20s, every single one of us. But high temperatures going up into the 50s starting this Friday. So in the Yakima Valley, that's a little bit of a white lie. 49 for Friday, but then into the low to mid 50s after that. A very nice and very welcome change of pace.
50s. It's going to feel wild out there.
Yes, break out the shorts and flip-flops.
I know. All right, talking sports at 5:40 this morning. The Tri-City Americans are currently on their longest win streak of the season.
That's right, and this morning, Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable is breaking down some of the keys to their recent success.
When a new head coach takes over, there's normally an adjustment period for any team. To start the season, the Americans lost 5 of their first 6 games. But now they are starting to hit their stride, and they're on a 4-game win streak.
Figure out, the right style of play for us, and the players getting used to myself, as the head coach. And I just think over the last probably month, everything's kind of come together, and they realize, how we have to play to be successful, and when you get results from that, and that's when the buy-in happens, and then hopefully we can just keep it going that way.
The Americans feel like they've found their groove, and they've been led by a couple of players who have been able to put the puck in the net. 2 players, Grady Martin and Connor Dale, have scored 3 goals each during the win streak. Dale was a mid-season addition for the Americans, claiming him off waivers from Swift Current.
I think just as a line, we've been clicking really well, and the chemistry on and off the ice has been good for us, so I think that's the major part of that.
I think the biggest thing is he's using what makes him special, and that's his speed to his advantage.
Martin returned to the lineup in mid-November after missing a month with a broken hand.
Being in the right spots and just playing the game the right way, I mean, the more you overthink, the more you're just guessing where you need to be. I think just just knowing and being prepared through practice and video, and I think good things come when you're prepared. So
the Americans have moved their way up through the standings. Starting the streak with a losing record, they now find themselves 7th in the Western Conference, and they are looking to continue moving up. In Kennewick, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
And the Americans will look to extend their winning streak when they host the Swift Current Broncos this Wednesday right here at home. Have you been to an Americans game?
I've never been to a hockey game in my life, so I have to this season.
Yeah.
I definitely have to.
Not one, nowhere.
I've never been to, the Pensacola Ice Flyers were close by. I was really tempted to go. I've never been. I really want to go.
Yeah, you should. They're fun. They're a lot of fun. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning, and giving you a live look outside from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert is going to be back with your full First Alert forecast as we make our way through this week and into what looks to be a warm-up for the weekend.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
During winter months, do you sleep too much? Feel listless, sad, or down? You could suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Find out ways to fight back at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Seasonal Affective Disorder Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Much to the delight of our customers, John Gray now brings you Gray's Pizza and Bar, your new favorite spot in Grandview for great foods and good times. Be sure to catch all the excitement on local high school game nights. We're open late for your after-game hangouts. And don't miss our Monday to Friday happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. And Sundays, bring the football vibe with our happy hour all day long. Gray's Pizza and Bar. Great deals, great eats right here in Grandview. Come see us today.
Twist the month before gifting. Garage piled high. Houses were bursting. Time to let clutter fly. The Habitat Store wish list is merry and clear. Our shelves need your treasures as holidays near. Make room for the new by sharing the old. Clean, sell-ready items, tidy and bold. We turn good tidings to homes built with grace. For local families to find a safe place. Drop off in Richland, all items lovely and bright. Or call for free pickup and fill our wish list tonight.
Black Friday mattress discounts have been extended at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores.
Save up to $625 on Serta iComfort, up to $900 on Beauty Rest Black, and up to $700 on Purple mattress sets. Take home comfort today with no money down, no minimum purchase, and no interest until 2030.
You'll even get free delivery and furniture with select mattress sets. Sleep better, spend less, and get more.
During the final days of Walker's Black Friday sale.
Match and win on Lucky Number Tuesday this holiday season at Bi-Mart. Match your ending number this Tuesday and you'll win Nature's Truth D3 vitamins. Match your whole number and you'll win a $100 or $250 Bi-Mart gift card. Win and save on Lucky Number Tuesday at Bi-Mart.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Here's another look at road conditions. And again, wherever we're seeing blue or pink or red in some instances, that's where the roads are a little bit either snowy, icy, or slick at the very least. So we're seeing that in the Tri-Cities down towards Hermiston, in and around Pendleton, and for now it looks like things are pretty good in Walla Walla, but those temperatures pretty close to freezing, so I would bank on some slick spots there as well. We could have more freezing rain in addition to what's already on the ground through 10 a.m. this morning. So the culprit for that would be this boundary that's just kind of lingering around here, so that is what has kick-started some of these rain and snow showers. So we'll put this into motion with Futurecast radar, and come time for 8 this morning, still dealing with some of that moisture for lower elevations. And again, it could be rain, could be a rain-snow mix, could be completely snow. Just kind of depends on your elevation, as it has been a very finicky forecast for this morning. But looks like most of this is going to be out of our hair by 10 a.m., at least for lower elevations, but still holding on to some snow showers up until lunchtime. And we're thinking we're going to be entirely dry by 4 p.m., 5 p.m. this afternoon. You can see those hour-by-hour rain and snow and freezing rain chances for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. Here are the liquid water and rainfall totals we're expecting through 4 p.m. around a half an inch for the Blues. Not very much moisture to work with this storm system for the rest of us. And snowfall totals through 4 p.m. 2 to 4 inches for our Blue Mountain passes. And again, that would be in addition to what's already on the ground. And our weather is going to turn a lot more active towards the end of the week, Thursday and beyond. Here's what those rainfall chances are going to look like in the Yakima Valley. About a 20% chance of rainfall for Thursday. But for now, it looks like the wettest day is going to be on Friday. And those rain chances just going to continue after that. So 4 a.m. on Thursday to 4 a.m. on Tuesday, around 4 inches of liquid water up in the Cascades, over an inch for the Blues. Of course, not nearly as much for lower elevations, but beneficial stuff, but we'd like to see more snow up in our mountains because we need the snowpack. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. The chance of freezing rain until 10 a.m. this morning. Freezing fog tomorrow morning, then rain chances coming back Thursday. In Yakima, freezing fog Wednesday morning, then mini rain chances Thursday and beyond. In Ellensburg, wind gusts up to 20 miles per hour today. Freezing fog tomorrow morning, then wetter and warmer is the trend after that. In Hermiston, the chance of freezing rain before 10 a.m. this morning. The fog for tomorrow morning, then turning wetter later in the week. And finally, for Walla Walla, rain likely for Tuesday, especially in the morning. A break for Wednesday, then back to the action starting on Thursday.
Now, the morning sprint.
It is 5:49, time for your morning sprint. The top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Moses Lake educators hitting the picket lines again today, pushing to maintain their current contract after months of negotiations. Teachers say last year's financial crisis forced them to give up key benefits and buy their own classroom supplies, and they want that support restored. Budget strain has the district proposing adjustments, but leaders say they are working towards a fair and financially responsible agreement while minimizing the impact on the 8,000 students. Talks are ongoing, and with no deal reached, the district has once again canceled school for today. Classes will resume once an agreement is finalized. And the intersections near Country Mercantile on US 395 have become some of the most dangerous in the Tri-Cities, with 257 crashes and 10 deaths in the recent years. Another fatal crash this week. Franklin County commissioners are now sending a letter to state and federal leaders calling for more patrols, safety funding, and a full traffic review of the corridor. They say rapid growth has overwhelmed the highway, creating a dangerous mix of semis, passenger cars, and farm equipment. Commissioners will hold a workshop later this month to decide which fixes can begin now and which will require state or federal support. And Pasco is facing a more than $10.5 million budget deficit heading into the next cycle. Councilmember Leo Perales says leaders are exploring new revenue options, including a transportation benefit district and a library annexation that would shift tax dollars to other needs. He says the city is also prioritizing public safety and economic development. Perales adds that the deficit stems from hiring more than 100 employees several years ago without long-term funding in place. He says the council will soon face difficult decisions to stabilize finances, but the goal is a sustainable budget moving forward. And Grandview leaders say a new police station that's been discussed for more than 15 years is finally becoming a reality thanks to legislative grant funding. The city has officially purchased land on the west side of town, which is where much of the new growth is happening. Police Chief Cal Fuller says the current station, built in 1938, no longer meets modern needs or supports efficient policing. An architectural study is next to determine the size and scope of the new building. And if plans stay on track, the new station could open within the next 2 to 3 years. The old station may be repurposed for the fire department. And Mid-Columbia Meals on Wheels is filling more than 375 holiday wish lists for homebound seniors this year. Volunteers gathered donated items from Amazon lists and community drop-offs, pack them into bags, and then deliver them throughout December. For many seniors, this is the only Christmas gift that they might receive. The organization says that the project helps ensure homebound adults feel remembered and cared for during the holidays. And Meals on Wheels says anyone wishing to help can still donate items. 5:51 in your national headlines this morning. The Justice Department could present a new indictment against former FBI Director James Comey to a grand jury as soon as this week. The case against Comey was dismissed last week after a judge found that President Trump's appointment of an interim U.S. attorney was invalid. Comey had previously pleaded not guilty to charges that he lied to Congress 5 years ago. Justice Department said they wanted to appeal the ruling, but they have yet to notify the court. Over the weekend, FBI Director Kash Patel said the FBI and the Justice Department were exploring all options, and multiple responses could come soon after the Thanksgiving holiday. Sources inside the Justice Department say whatever comes next may happen quickly. A case against New York Attorney General Letitia James was also dismissed last week. Sources say prosecutors will likely present new indictments against her as well. 5:52 in your business news this morning. There's a sense of shrinkflation hovering over the holiday season. U.S. consumers are paying more but getting less, according to Salesforce. Analysts there say online shopping in the U.S. rose by 3% on Black Friday. However, that was caused in part by a 7% hike in prices. Order volume, which tallies how much was purchased in a certain amount of time, fell 1% compared to Black Friday of 2024. Salesforce says historic tariff increases and a large factor in pricier products. Consumers are also buying more expensive items, including luxury and home goods. Now, Gallup reports U.S. households that are low to middle incomes say they plan to spend less this holiday season. High-income consumers say they plan to spend a little more than they did last year. 5:53 in your health headlines this morning. The U.S. and the U.K. have reached a tariff deal that would exempt pharmaceuticals. Under the terms of the deal just announced yesterday, the U.K. will increase the net price of its what its government pays for new drugs by 25% and guarantees to not lower those prices. In exchange, the UK won't have to pay tariffs on pharmaceuticals sent to the U.S. for for the duration of the Trump administration. UK exported $8.5 billion worth of pharmaceutical products to the U.S. just last year. The White House says the deal will help drive investment and innovation in both countries. The agreement also includes further investments by UK drug companies in the U.S. The deal is a part of a broader effort by the Trump administration to decrease drug costs in the U.S., and the White House says it hopes other U.S. trading partners follow suit. Talking science this morning, 2 studies are shedding light on when your feline friends might have shifted from wild hunters to pampered pets. Archaeologists have long thought cats and humans began living with one another around 9,500 years ago in an area that includes the Middle East and Eastern Mediterranean. Now, one study examined genetic data from 87 ancient and modern cat genomes, excuse me, and found the domestic cat originated in North Africa. The study also suggests domestic cats first arrived in Europe about 2,000 years ago, coinciding with the rise of the Roman Empire. Meanwhile, a second study analyzed DNA from 22 feline bones excavated from China over the past 5,000 years. Researchers found the domestic cat arrived in China by the year 730 via the Silk Road. Prior to that, a different species of cats, the leopard cat, lived alongside humans but never became domesticated. You have a cat, don't you?
I do. It's
Excuse me.
It's so funny to think about how she's related to these predators,
Lions.
these big beasts. And this morning she's like, stretch it on my blanket because she's
I'm
sleepy.
cold.
Yeah, she's a little baby.
All right, trending this morning, the White House is opening its doors once again and just in time for the holidays. Hundreds of volunteers spent time over the Thanksgiving holiday putting up decorations throughout the White House.
Public tours start back up Tuesday. Tours had stopped due to President Trump's ballroom project. The White House says the decorations in each room are designed and curated under the direction of First Lady Melania Trump.
Yeah, this year's theme, home is where the heart is. Decorations include a White House made of gingerbread and 51 trees throughout the residence, and that includes the official Christmas tree, which is from a farm in Sidney, Michigan. 51 trees.
Yeah.
I would love it.
Yeah, Festival of Trees.
Festival of Trees.
There you go.
I know.
You're a tree or resident tree expert.
I love a Christmas tree. All the different decorations and themes and
the smell.
And the smell. Yeah. Growing up, were there multiple trees in your house? Was there one like in the main room?
We just had the one in the main
Were you
room.
allowed to decorate it, or was that something that like your mom's like, nope, I'm doing it. Don't touch my tree, kids.
No, that was like a family thing. We had these big musty boxes that we kept in the attic, and we'd come down with them and all sorts of stuff, ornaments and garland and lights and the whole shebang. What about you?
Fun. We have our main tree, like in our living room, living space, that I help guide the kids with. It's kind of more of our put together tree, and then they have their own trees that they can decorate with all of their own ornaments and kind of have their own vibe.
Nice.
So
You don't have one that's like just to yourself? You share all the trees.
Well, I mean, technically the one in the living room would be mine.
Okay.
Because I, take a little more control over the coordination.
Right.
But I let them feel like they're helping.
Every day in that household, it's a festival of trees, every single day.
Every single day. All right, so much more ahead. Coming up in our 6 o'clock hour, a station built in 1938 and a city ready for something new. Coming up, we'll have more on the big step Grandview just took towards a safer, more modern police department. Plus, the holidays are here, but for those who've lost a loved one, the season can bring more than joy. Coming up at 6, we'll talk to experts on ways to cope with grief while still celebrating. Giving you a live look outside this morning from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth tracking some chilly and possibly slick conditions this morning, yeah?
Yeah, this is a difficult forecast. You see that little sheen of clouds right there? That means the inversion layer is trying to form. We have fog that's trying to form. The roadways are slick, and we got freezing fog in other locations, but hey, temperatures going up towards the end of this week. I'll talk about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.